I'd like to welcome you to the House of Thrillers. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Check. Agenda. Check's agenda. Check. Scuss. Check heavy metal shelf. Check. Use common sense TV channel. Use common sense. Check. Welcome. Couponing with Selma. Check, Selma. Check. Angela Critters. Hey, Scully. Scuss. Angela Critters. Christine May Hills. Christine. Check, Christine. Welcome to the house. Dirty rotten imbeciles. Dirty rotten. Gina Bianavinci. Scuss. Check. Gina, check. ZZ Motivation. Scuss. Doodah Man. The movie will begin in 5 moments. The mindless voice announced. All those unseated will await the next show. We filed slowly, languidly into the hall. The auditorium was vast and silent. As we seated and were darkened, the voice continued. The program for this evening is not new. You've seen this entertainment through and through. You've seen your birth, your life, and your death. You might recall all the rest. Did you have a good world when you died? Enough to base a movie on? Check, sound check. Construction crony, sound check. Check. I tell you this, no eternal reward will forgive us now for wasting the dawn. Back in those days, everything was simpler and more confused. One summer night, going down to the pier, I ran into 2 young girls. The blonde one was called Freedom, the dark one Enterprise. We talked and they told me this story. Now listen to this. I'll tell you about Texas radio and the big beat. Soft, driven, slow, and mad. like some new language. Reaching in with the cold, sudden fury of a divine messenger. Let me tell you about heartache and the loss of God, wandering in hopeless nights. Out here in the perimeter, there are no stars. Out here, we is stoned, immaculate. Skus. How's that sound, Ginger? Exploring Ginger? Sound check, Ginger. Check. Yay or nay? Sound check. Rita's Juicy Life. Rita's Juicy Life. Check it. Give me 1 minute of your soul. Check. Benny Loco. Check it, Benny. All your love, all your soul. Bottle caps. All my love. I love you so much. Joker's hard. Joker's hard. Awake. Shake dreams from your hair, my pretty child, my sweet one. Choose the day and choose the sign of your day, the day's divinity. First thing you see. A vast radiant beach and a cool jeweled moon. Couples naked race down by its quiet side. And we laugh like soft, mad children, smug in the woolly cotton brains of infancy. The music and voices are all around us. Choose they croon the ancient ones. The time has come again. Choose now they croon beneath the moon, beside an ancient lake. Enter again, sweet forest. Enter the hot dream. Come with us. Everything is broken up in dances. Check, CC. Check. Come with me, darling. into the wilderness. I can make the earth stop right in its tracks. I made the blue cars go away. I can make myself invisible or small. I can become gigantic and reach the farthest things. I can change the course of nature. I can place myself anywhere in space or time. I can summon the dead. I can perceive events on other worlds, in my deepest inner mind, and in the minds of others. I can. I am. Check, so check. Scuss. Check, Rita, check. Construction cronies. Construction cronies. Construction cronies. Debbie Carson. Sound check, Debbie. Sound check. Benny Loco. Field guy 316. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Voice check. Desert urbexer. Debbie Carson. Hey, darling. Gina Bienavinci. Welcome, Gina. Check it. I licked it so it's mine. I licked it so it's mine, Gina. Scuss. Moment of inner freedom when the mind is opened and the infinite universe is revealed. And the soul is left to wander dazed and confused, searching here and there for teachers and friends. Check, Alex. Check. Moment of freedom. As the prisoner blinks in the sun like a mole from his hole. A child's first trip away from home. That moment of freedom. Bottle caps. Check, Alex. La America, cold treatment of our empress. La America, the transient universe. La America, instant communion and communication. La America, emeralds and glass. La America, searchlights at twilight. La America, stone streets in the pale dawn. La America, robed in exile. La America, swift beat of a proud heart. La America, eyes like 20. La America, swift dream. La America, frozen heart. La America, soldier's doom. La America, clouds and struggles. La America, doom from the start. La America, that's how I met her. La America, lonely and frozen. La America, and sullen, yes. La America, right from the start. And stop, go, the wilderness between, go round the march. He enters stage, blood boots, killer storm, fool's gold, God in heaven. Where is she? Have you seen her? Has anyone seen this girl? Ladies and gentlemen, please attend carefully to these words and events. It's your last chance, our last hope. Is this womb or tomb? We're free of the swarming streets. The black fever which rages is safely out those doors. My friends and I come from far Eden, with dances and new music. Everywhere followers accrue to our procession. Tales of kings, gods, warriors, and lovers dangled like jewels for your careless pleasure. Just win. Stone nerve dad nuke. Stone nerve dad nuke. Chad. Shonda's graphics. Shonda. Welcome, Shonda. Hey, darling. And Beth Bazilla. Beth Bazilla. Heavy metal chef, we know you're on the way home. Check, heavy metal chef. Sunflower bloom. Scuss. Sunflower bloom. Chris. Check, Chris. Check. What are you doing here? What do you want? Is it music? We can play music, but you want more. You want something and someone new. Am I right? I know what you want. You want ecstasy, desire, and dreams. Things not exactly what they seem. I lead you this way, he pulls that way. I'm not singing to an imaginary girl. I'm talking to you, myself. Let's recreate the world. The palace of conception is burning. Look, see it burn? Bask in the warm, hot coals. You're too young to be old. You don't need to be told. You want to see things as they are. You know exactly what I do, everything. Check, rebel cash. Check. Gromies, homies, gromies. I'm a guide to the labyrinth. Monarch of the Protean Towers, on this cool stone patio, above the iron mist, sunk in its own waste, breathing its own breath. People need connectors, writers, heroes, stars, leaders, to give life form. A child sailboat facing the sun, plastic soldiers in the miniature dirt war, forts, garage rocket ships, ceremonies, theater, dances, to reassert tribal needs and memories, a call to worship. Uniting above all, a reversion, a longing for family and the safety magic of childhood. The grand highway is crowded with lovers and searchers and leavers, so eager to please and forget. Wilderness. A man rakes leaves into a heap in his yard and leans on his rake. He burns them utterly. The fragrance fills the forest. Children pause and heed the smell, which will become nostalgia in several years. Skus, 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 sirens, water, rain and thunder. Jet from the base, hot searing insect cry. The frogs and crickets, doors open and close, the smash of glass. The soft parade, an accident, rustle of silk, nylon watering the dry grass, fire bells, rattlesnake, whistles, castanets, lawnmower, good humor man, skates and wagon bikes, sunflower bloom, Oron Airden, sunflower bloom, Chad, Stone Urge, Stream Jam, Jack Benny Loco, Skus, 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 Gromies, homies. And don't you know, 4Ks, we love rain. 4Ks, we love rain. 4Ks, 4Ks, hydration. Check 4Ks. Night of sin, the fall. First sex, a feeling of having done this same act in time before. Oh no, not again. Rita's juicy life. Check Selma. Check, 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 check. Selma, check. Between childhood, boyhood, adolescence, and manhood, there should be sharp lines drawn with tests, deaths, feats, rights, story songs, and judgments. Benny Loco. Skus, 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 skus. The NDT show. The NDT show. The NDT show. The NDT show. It's an audio dream. Men who go out on ships to escape sin in the mire of cities. Watch the placenta of evening stars from the deck on their backs and cross the equator and perform rituals to exhume the dead. Dangerous initiations to mark passage to new levels. Sunflower bloom. trade routes, guidelines. The Vikings and explorers, discoverers, the unconscious. Check, Gina. Check. Check. Madness in a whisper. Neon crackle. The hiss of tires, a city growls. Rich, vast, and sullen like a slow monster come to fat and die. Check, Gina. Check. Check, Gino. Check. Gina, check. Check, Rita, check. Check. GTO helps. There he is, GTO. Check, Romies. The first electric wildness came over the people on Sweet Friday. Sweat was in the air. The channel beamed, a token of power. Incense brewed darkly. Who could tell then that it would end? This was the Crossroads. Mercury strained. I couldn't get out of my seat. The road was littered with dead jitterbugs. Help! We'll be late for class. The secret flurry of rumor marched over the yard and pinned us unwittingly. Okay, Penny Loco. GTO helps. What do you think, buddy? GTO helps. It was in the stream. He helped me put this overlay together. Thank you, buddy. Came out pretty good, didn't it? Hanging with Mr. J. Hanging with Mr. J. Check, Mr. J. Check. Insane McLean, insane McLean, insane McLean. I love you guys. Rita's Juicy Life. Check Rita. We can do it on a sunny floor with friends and make any sound or movement that comes. Roll on our backs, screaming with mirth, glad in the guilt of our madness. Better to be cool in our worship and gain the respect of the ancient and wise wearing those robes. They know the secret of mind change reality. Check. I love you guys the most. Check. Have you ever seen God? A mandala? A symmetrical angel? An angel runs through the sudden light. Through the room, a ghost precedes us. A shadow follows us, and each time we stop, we fall. No unthought up being, he who thinks who has stepped forward. Shrill, demented sparrows bark the sun into being. They rule dawn's kingdom. The cars, a rising chorus, then workmen's songs and hammers the schoolyard. 100 high voices complete the orchestration. Jazz, cuss, 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 cuss. In that year, there was an intense visitation of energy. I left school and went down to the beach to live. I slept on the roof. At night, the moon became a woman's face. I met the spirit of music. Scuss, 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 scuss. Yes, take it down, take it down. Take it down, Rita, take it down. Scuss, 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 scuss. Thomas's topic time. Thomas, welcome Thomas. Gino Bianovici. And Benny Loco. And Heavy Metal Chef. An appearance of the devil on a Venice canal. Running, I saw a Satan or a satire moving beside me, a fleshy shadow of my secret mind. Running, knowing, check. heavy metal shell. Benny Loco, I'm in the desert. But the ocean's a couple of miles away. Haven't been there in a few years. Note to self. Eternal consciousness in the void. Angela Critter. Angela Critter's eternal consciousness in the void. A kiss in the storm. A barn, a cabin attic. Your own face stationary in the mirror. Fear of restrooms, tragic cold neon. I'm freezing. Animals dead, white wings of rabbits, gray velvet deer. The canyon. The car, a craft in wretched space. Sudden movements. And your past to warm you in spiritless night. The lonely highway cold hiker, afraid of wolves and his own shadow. The wolf who lives under the rock has invited me to drink of his cool water. Not to splash or bathe, but to leave the sun and know the dead desert night. And the cold men who play there. Aha, come on now, luring the traveler, mighty voyager, curious. Into its dark womb, the graves grinning Indians of night. Westward luring into the brothel, into the bloodbath, into the dream. The dark dream of conquest. And voyage into the night. Westward. Clothed in sunlight, restless and wanting, dying of fever, change shapes of an empire, startling invaders, vast promissory notes of joy, wanton, willful, and passive, married to doubt. Clothed in great warring monuments of glory. How it has changed you, how slowly estranged you, solely arranged you. Beg for your mercy. GTO helps, that was a cool passage. These Lithuanian cookies are so good. Literally melting in my mouth. Check. The Crossroads. A place where ghosts reside to whisper into the ears of travelers and interest them in their fate. Why do you call on us? You know our price. It never changes. The death of you will give you life and free you from a vile fate. But it's getting late. It's getting late. If I could see you again and talk with you and walk a short while in your company and drink the heady brew of your conversations, I thought, to rescue a soul already ruined, to achieve respite. Hanging with Mr. J. Hanging with Mr. J, Gina. Gina bien Benji. Those cookies. There was preserved in her the fresh miracle of surprise. The night is young and full of rest. I can't describe the way she's dressed. She'll pander to some strange request. Anything that you suggest. Anything to please her guest. I dropped by to see you late last night, but you were out like a light. Your head was on the floor and rats played pool with your eyes. Death is a good disguise for late at night, wrapping all games in its calm garden. But what happens when the guests return and all unmasked, and you are asked to leave for one of a smile? I'll still take you then, but I'm your friend. I am troubled immeasurably by your eyes. I am struck by the feather of your soft reply. The sound of glass speaks quick, disdain, and conceals what your eyes fight to explain. Oh, she looks so sad in sleep, like a friendly hand just out of reach. A candle stranded on a beach, while the sun sinks low in H-bomb in reverse. Check, Gina, check. Check. Scuss, 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 scuss. Everything human is leaving her face. Soon she will disappear into the calm vegetable morass. Stay, my wild love. Check GTO helps. Tina, Tootsie, Gina and Tootsie, and Benny Loco. Hey, darling. What can I read her? What can I read her on a Sunday morning? What can I do that will somehow reach her on a Sunday morning? I'll read her the news of the Indian Wars, full of crest cavalry, blood and gore, stories to tame and charm and more on a Sunday morning. Some wildfires search out a dry, quiet kiss on leaving. Like our ancestors, the Indians, we share sex, excessive lamentation for the dead, and an abiding interest in dreams and visions. For gays we love rays. I've been in a room, I've been in space, a circle, magic rite, to call up the Godhead spirits, demons, the shaman calls. When radio dark night, we are eating each other. The voice of the serpent, dry hiss of age and steam and leaves of gold, old books and ruined temples. The pages break like ash. I will not disturb, I will not go. Come, he says softly. An old man appears and moves in tired dance amid the scattered dead. Gently they stir. I received an Aztec wall of vision and dissolved my room in sweet derision. Close my eyes, prepared to go. A gentle wind informed me so, and bathed my skin in ether glow. Drugs are a bet with your mind. The cigarette burned my fingertips and dropped like a log to the rug below. My eyes took a trip to dig the chick, crouched like a cat in the next window. My ears assembled music out of swarming streets, but my mind rebelled at the idiot's laughter. The rising, frightful idiot laughter, cheering an army of vacuum cleaners. First wild thrush of fear, a phone rings. There is a knock on the door. it's time to go. No. The walls scream poetry, disease, and sex, and intertwine like a mad machine, dropped in a cave of roaches or rodents. The computer, faces of the men, the wall collage, reading matter, the traitors, the tillers. I'm a guide to the labyrinth. Come and see me in the Green Hotel, room 32. I'll be there after 9:30. On leaving the phone booth, I was struck by a whiff of the weird. Insane old country woman come to nag the haunts of town. Hairy legs with open sores. From what swamp or under rock did you crawl to remind us what we choose to leave? Androgynous, liquid, happy, heavy, facile, and vapid, weighted with words, mortgage soul, wandering preachers and Delta trams, boxcars of heaven, New Orleans Nile sunset. Disciple, scar, death, magic, prison, garden, shelter, check, 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 check. Check Gina Bianovici. Check, check, check. Gina Bianovici. Benny Loco. I see you, Benny. GTO helps. You see Benny? Hey, Benny. Benny. Angela Critter. Angela Critter. Check Angela. Check. Angela Critter. Who else have I got out there? I love you guys. 4Ks, we love Ray. Check 4Ks. Check. Tropic corridor, tropic treasure. What got us this far to this mild equator? Now we need something and someone new when all else fails. We can whip the horse's eyes and make them cry and sleep. Chippy. Does the house burn? Oh, so be it. The world of them which men devise. Smoke drifts through these chambers. Murders occur in a bedroom. Mums chant. Birds hush. Coo. Will this do? Take two. Each day is a drive through history. Over the great highway of dawn, stretching to slumber, pouring out from her greedy palms ashore to wonder. Hesitation and doubt swiftly ensconced. O Viking, your women cannot save you out of the great ship. Time has claimed you, coming for you. And I came to you for peace, I came to you for gold, and I came to you for lies, and I gave you my fever and wisdom and cries of sorrow. And we'll be here the next day and tomorrow. Down, 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 down below. Children of the caves will let their secret fires glow. An explosion of birds, dawn, sun strikes the walls. An old man leaves the casino, a young man reading pauses on the path to the corridor. Bitter winter, fiction dogs are starving. The radio is moaning softly, calling to the dogs. There are still a few animals left in the yard. Oh, sit up all night talking, smoking, counting the dead. And wait till morning, where warm names and faces come again. Does the silver forest end? Funny, I keep expecting a knock on the door. Well, that's what you get for living around people. The struggle of a poor poet to stay out of the grips of novels and gambling and journalism. A quality of ignorance, self-deception may be necessary to the poet's survival. Actors must make us think they're real. Our friends must not make us think we're acting. They are, though, in slow time. My wild words slip into fusion and risk losing the solid ground. So, stranger, get wilder still. Probe the highlands. Check, heavy metal, hit me back, bro. Hit me back again. Check, heavy metal. Scuss. Benny Loco. I see you, Benny Loco. What is connection when two motions ought to be infinite and mutually exclusive meet in a moment of time? Yes, time does not exist. There is no time. Time is a straight plantation. The diamonds shone like broken glass upon the midnight street, and all atop the walls were wet, their white eyes glinting sleek. And from afar a gnome appeared, an angel flashed on fairy feet. The boulevard became a river, while waiting crowds began to quiver. I was in a motel watching whiskey in my hand. Her breath was soft, the wind was warm. Someone in a room was born. Rattle trap fishing, Angela critters, scuss. Check rattle trap. Check. Heavy metal chef. Heavy metal. Check. Cold electric music. Damage me, rend my mind with your dark slumber. Cold temple of steel. Cold minds alive on a strangled shore. Veterans of foreign wars, we are the soldiers of rock and roll wars. Scuss. Christine, scuss. Check Christine. The real Prairie Potter. Check. I'm a resident of a city. They've just picked me to play the Prince of Denmark. Poor Ophelia. All those ghosts he never saw floating to doom on an iron candle. Come back. Come back, brave warrior. Do the dive on another channel. Hot butter pull, where's Marrakesh? Under the falls, the wild storm where savages fell out in the late afternoon monsters of rhythm. You've left your nothing to compete with silence. Scuss. Grab a coffee real quick, you guys. Give me 2 minutes. Jin's aura. Jin's aura. Jin's aura. Jin's aura. Jin. Welcome, Jin's aura. Check, Jin. Check. Check Jin's aura. Gina Vienna Vinci. Check. Imps TV. Welcome. Check Jin's aura. GTO helps. Heavy metal chef. Welcome. Ska. Check. I hope you went out smiling like a child into the cool remnant of a dream. The angel man with serpents competing for his palms and fingers finally claimed this benevolent soul. Ophelia leaves sodden in silk, chlorine dream, mad stifled witness. The diving board, the plunge, the pool. You are a fighter at the mask musky muse. To laugh, to love, to learn. To laugh, to love, to learn. Check. To laugh, to love, to learn. In that year, we had an intense visitation of energy. Frozen moment by a lake. A knife has been stolen. The death of the snake. I know the impossible sea when the dogs bark. I am a death bird. Naughty night bird. Jin's aura. Jin's aura. Angela critters. Angela Bird of prey, bird of prey. Flying high in the summer sky. Bird of prey, flying high, gently pass on by. Yikes, check. bird of prey, flying high, flying high. Take me on your flight. Indians scattered on dawn's highway bleeding. Ghosts crowd the young child's fragile eggshell mind. Under waterfall, under waterfall. The girls return from summer balls. Skus, 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 skus. Let's still the eye that sees us all. Why does my mind circle around you? Why do the planets wonder what it would be like to be you? All your soft, wild promises were words, birds endlessly in flight. Your dog is still lost in the frozen woods, or he would run to you. How can he run to you? Check. Lunging with blooded sickness on the snow. He's still sniffing gates and searching strangers for your smell, which he remembers very well. Is there a moon in your window? Is madness laughing? Can you still run down the beach, rock bed below without him? Winter photography, our love's in jeopardy. Winter photography, our love's in jeopardy. Sit up all night, talking, smoking, counting the dead, and wait for morning. Will warm names and faces come again? Does the silver forest end? Skus, 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 skus. Check. Well, I used to know someone fair. She had orange ribbons in her hair. She was such a trip. She was hardly there, but I loved her just the same. There was rain in our window, the FM set was ragged, but she could talk, yeah. We learned to speak, yeah. And 1 year's gone by. Such a long road to seek it, all we did was break and freak. We all had all that lovers ever had. We just blew it, and I'm not sad. Well, I'm mad, and I'm bad, and 2 years have gone by. Now her world was bright orange, and the fire glowed, and her friend had a baby. And she lived with us. Yeah, we broke through the window, yeah. We knocked on the door. Her phone would not answer, yeah, but she's still home. Now her father has passed over and her sister is a star and her mother smokes diamond and she sleeps in the car. Yeah. But she remembers Chicago. The musicians and guitars and grass by the lake and people who'd laughed and made her poor heart ache. Skus, 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 skus. Now we live down in the valley. We work out on the farm. We climb up to the mountains and everything's fine. And I'm still here, and you're still there, and we're still around. Abaca. Abaca. Check, 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 check. Hydration. Check, Jen. Sleep tight. Well, I'll tell you a story of whiskey and mystics and men. All about the believers and how the whole thing began. First there were women and children obeying the moon. Then daylight brought wisdom and fever and sickness too soon. You can try to remind me instead of the other, you can. You can help to ensure that all insecure are command. If you don't care to listen, I won't try to tell your new hand. This is it, can't you see? That all we have are in the band. And if all the teachers and preachers of wealth were arraigned, we could see quite a future for me in the literal sands. And if all of the people could claim to inspect such regret, well, we'd have no forgiveness, forgetfulness, faithful remorse. So I tell you, we must send away. We must try to find a new answer instead of a way. Check. Check. Check, Benny. Check. Books around here, Jesus. cuss, cuss, cuss. Kitty, 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 kitty. Take it down, Betty, take it down. Earth, air, fire, and water. Mother, father, sons, and daughters. Airplane in the starry night. First fright, forest follow free. I love thee. Watch how I love thee. The politics of ecstasy are real. Can't you feel them working through you? Turning night into day. Mixing sun with the sea. Ledger domain, wilderness pain, cruel swimming ambience, sweet swimming fishhook smile. I love you all the while, even with the little child by the hand and squeeze. You're learning fast. Keep off the wall, listen to the children talk. Oh, where are my dreamers today and tonight? Where are my dancers leaping madly, whirling and screaming? Where are my women quietly dreaming, caught like angels on the dark porch of a velvet ranch? Dance, dance, my darling, dance. If the writer can write and the farmer can sow, then all miracles concur, appear, and start happening. If the children eat, if their time of crying was midnight, the earth needs them, soft dogs on the snow, nestled in spring. When sun makes wine and blood dances dangerous and the veins are fine. To have just come wondering if the world is real, is sick to see the shape she's made of. What wandering lunacy have we created? Certain no 1 minute, sure someone started. Where is he? Where is he or it when we need her? Where are you in a flower? To have just been born for beauty and see sadness. What is this frail sickness? Those who race toward death, those who wait, those who worry. The endless quest of a vigil of watchtowers and fortresses against the sea and time. Have they won? Perhaps. They still stand and in their silent room still wonder at the souls of the dead, who keep their watch on the living. Soon enough we shall join them. Soon enough we shall walk the walls of time. We shall miss nothing except each other. Bottle caps, check bottle caps, cuss, 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 cuss. Gina, check, sound check, Gina. Rock and roll heavy metal shit, heavy metal shit. Benny Loco. Benny Jack. Hey Benny. Life is a highway I want to ride all night long. Gina, Vienna, Benji. The moon looked like that out here for the last couple of nights. It's waning now. But it was so bright and pretty. Benny Loco. Bottle caps had a nap. Discuss, cuss, 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 cuss. I'm going in reverse in the chat. I'm bouncing around, Scully. Of course, Benny. Check homie out. He's getting it. Check it. Homie on that accordion. A little pasta Italiano. Pasta Italiano. E Benny Luca, pasta Italiano, signorino. Scuss, 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 scuss. Check. Take it down, Gina, take it down. Check, 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 check. Pasta Italiano. Sing now. Scuss, 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 scuss. Benny Luca, signorino. Dabs ahoy. Dabs ahoy. He's rocking the accordion. Gently they stir, gently rise, the dead are newborn awakening. With ravaged limbs and wet souls, gently they sigh and wrap funeral amazement. Who called these dead to dance? Was it the wilderness children? Was it the ghost god himself, stuttering, cheering, chatting plainly? I call you up to anoint the earth. I call you to announce sadness like burned skin. I call you to wish you well, to glory itself like a new monster. And now I call you to pray. I really appreciate you guys coming out tonight. A little poetry by Jim Morrison. Some of you guys out in the chat there were at my tutorial where I put this overlay together, and starting pretty soon on Wednesdays I'm going to be doing some tutorials, video editing. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up with one of Jim Morrison's most famous poems, A Feast of Friends. I'm digging the new age spaghetti western music. Check, Gina, check. Check, Gina. Test, GTO, test. Test. GTO, test. Test. Heavy metal shit. Heavy metal shit. Test heavy metal. Sunflower bloom. Sunflower bloom. Sunflower bloom. Christine May Hills. You are highly welcome to the House of Thrillers. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. I read my novels with sound effects and B-roll that goes along with the story. So if you like books on tape with a twist, stick around. Yeah, you guys can learn a lot. I'm going to do Wednesday evenings at 9. I'll start doing these video editing tutorials. Don't know that my voice held out as well this week as it did last week, but, you know, we have our ups and downs. All right, Christine. I'm working on some new stuff anyway. Heavy Metal Chef says 2 of my daughters listen to you now. Hey, we're all gonna up our game, buddy. We're gonna get there. Dreams do come true. They do. I want you to listen to me right now. I love you guys. And I know a lot of you guys are creators and you're working behind the scenes and nobody really knows what you're doing. But we got to believe in yourself. A feast of friends. Wow, I'm sick of doubt. Live in the light of certain south cruel bindings. The servants have the power. Dog men and their mean women pulling poor blankets over our sailors. And where were you in our lean hour? Milking your mustache or grinding a flower? Our faces staring at me from the TV tower. I want roses in my garden bower, Dick. Royal babies, rubies must now replace aborted strangers in the mud. These mutant blood meal for the plant that's plowed. They are waiting to take us into the severed garden. Do you know how pale and wanton thrillful comes death on a strange hour, unannounced? Unplanned for, like a scaring, over-friendly guest you've brought to bed. Death makes angels of us all and gives us wings where we had shoulders smooth as raven's claws. No more money, no more fancy dress. This other kingdom seems by far the best. Until its other jaw reveals incest and loose obedience to a vegetable law. I will not go. Prefer a feast of friends to this giant family. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys. Dreams do come true. All your love, all your soul, all of it. Go into the good night with peace in your heart. Love the ones you love. Don't forget to say goodbye. buddy.